last week, all of you faced off against Nimriani Sakuv, one of her forms. And in the fight, of course, Pain took over being sort of the front runner of the fight, and all of you did amazing at channeling your natural abilities, your instincts taking over. Yasin traveling into this dark magic mist, dodging spells and attacks as he skewers Pain through the abdomen. Grim throwing eldritch blasts and lancing them towards him as Keladri's throwing pebbles with pinpoint accuracy and magical ability. I mean, it's a pebble. Mud raging and
doing absolutely
no,
nothing.
no, the rage would have been good. And GLK literally merging with the shadows, being the stealthiest metal man known in existence. All of you doing a great job, but it was Keladri's grandmother coming in who sort of banished Pain back to the Morgan's castle, using a bit of her not much magic, really, more intimidation and her power of bullshittery, which she is strong in, to kind of convince Pain to flee as she was doing some thaumaturgy. But that was just a small portion of what you all experienced. Taking Zeroku and Norshella as your guides, the party steps out into the wilds between Camelot and the Morrigan's castle. And in this space, it is pitch black. And in that darkness, things live and breathe and watch you. Keladri, GLK, Grim, Estrella, and Mud during the journey fail their con saving throws, meaning that they do not keep track of their shadows well enough, and they each have a second shadow with them, a hitchhiker, a species known as the Vashta Narada, the Boogeyman, the Baba Yagas, the creatures that live in the night. You have traveled 30 meters, 30, yeah, meters I'm using, 30 miles, 30 whatever. You've traveled 30 paces, 30 things. You've moved 30. Yeah, more than feet. It's like
Yards.
30 yards is not, 30 yards isn't bad. You can say yards. Yards sounds good. Let's go yards. You moved 30 yards. You have 70 yards left to go. You can only move 10 yards a turn because it's difficult terrain. And as such, it takes your walking speed, cuts it in half. Not to mention, Mud's carrying Grim, and Yasin, the only person who has not failed his con saving throws, is nestled up firmly between Norshella's breasts, right in the center of the light, so that no shadow can get near him. Zeroku's giving him some looks, but Yasin's like, I'm safe right here. Let's go. So everybody else will be doing some rolls and things like that. But that is where we begin. All of you venturing into this darkness, heading for the Morgan's castle because she has your memories. And in order to complete the mission, in order to save reality, you have to gain your memories back. So let us begin. Let's find some creepy music, huh? There we go. Ooh, yeah. Just turn that up a little bit. Get a feel for it. Now, is there anything anybody in the party wants to do before we move our next 10 yards? If not, yeah. Grim, what you thinking?
So you're still carrying me?
Yes.
Even though we all have two shadows.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first thing she thought to do. But
She's like, I don't know what to do. Pick her up. I don't know. For now, I guess just keep on encouraging Mud to go faster.
Pat, pat.
Yeah, pet the. I don't even
Alright.
know if I can reach her ass, but like.
Your metal arm comes down, and Mud can feel this cold pat just hit her there. A little squeezy squeeze. Grim, you feel a little weep, and
For the urgency, move faster.
she's going to, since she has Grim's ass right here, she's just going to pat back, but it's a little harder than, normal person would pat.
Well, she's a giant.
And at this moment, Grim hears Alexander whisper, "But you like that," and then and then moves away. So you all move. Yes, Estrella.
Real quick, I found something I want to use before we move on. I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope at 3rd level on everyone, and for the duration of this, everyone has advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saving throws.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. You
all right, trump card.
So you cast Beacon of Hope, is it?
Yes.
On the party. And again, this is kind of an instinctual thing. You reach inside yourself and just emit this aura of golden energy that starts with you and then passes around the group. And all of you can feel this sort of warmth and confidence that, you have been, you're more aware of what's going on around you. Your senses have been heightened, and you feel a little bit clearer of mind. Your thoughts feel sharper. There's less anxiety driving you. Again, that's the wisdom side of this. So,
Jeez.
So it just makes us more aware.
So you get advantage on wisdom saving throws and also death saving throws.
We're staying alive.
Yeah, there have been a lot of wisdom saving throws lately. I'm not gonna lie.
I realized that I did not learn my lesson with Kieran, and GLK's wisdom is not great either.
It's all good.
Uh-oh.
All right.
I have one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thing that I needed to do.
Yes.
I want to cast my cantrip Firebolt.
Okay.
But instead of it being in like one centralized area, would I be able to make a ring of like fire, like just like shoot out little like fire bolts that like land in a ring around us?
Yeah, I would allow that. The only thing is that as you move, the ring isn't going to move with you. It's going to stay put. So you can light up a ring around you, but that's it. It's only in that one spot.
It also does damage, so I'm just kind of like trying to almost like a defense mechanism, like scare anything away, or like blast things away, maybe.
What's your range on Firebolt?
120 feet.
Okay, so I would say for a ring around you, I would say you could push it out 30 to 40 feet and have a ring that goes around at that distance.
So it'd basically be like 30 feet around the little like bubble. Okay. I'll try that.
Okay.
Go ahead and
you can do, and you do that. So everybody, and is GLK on your other shoulder, Mud, or is he walking on the ground?
No, he was walking.
He's walking.
I was actually he was like a little suitcase thing at one point. I was pulling him along.
So GLK, let's say he stopped being a suitcase a little while ago, and he's just been plodding along in the center of this group, and just from the top of his head, just a little, almost like a firework, and it rains fire in a 30-foot radius around all of you. Not big flames, easy for you to step over and to move quickly and not get hurt, but definitely there is like a ring of fire around all of you. And as the fire falls, you can see In this inky blackness, shapes and shadows that look like faces that morph into skulls, into odd shapes and weird proportions for everything. It's almost liquid out there, as if the black isn't a mist, but it's more thick and soupy. And you hear hissing.
Does anyone speak partial tongue? No?
And this hissing is accompanied by a scurrying sound. And you just barely make it out as a shadow kind of undulates in the fire. You hear this, and it moves from one side to the other. This fire is keeping something at bay, but you can't tell what just yet. You move forward 10 more yards.
Do any of our shadows change with that result?
They become stronger. Just, you can clearly see the two shadows on everyone but Yasin very clearly right now.
Mother.
But no, they don't change. They're still there. You move forward another 10 yards, slowly and carefully, stepping over GLK's fire, staying within Norshella's light. Yes, Grim.
Are we stationary now, or are we still slowly moving, you said?
Slowly moving.
Okay. As we're walking, I want to pull out lightning lure at the hiss and try to smack it. Is that a no-go?
No, you can. You can.
Is that a bad idea?
Remember, you would take your eyes off of it if you did that, I'm pretty sure.
Off of what?
Off of the light, which we're supposed to be focusing
I'm
on.
backwards, bro. I haven't been looking at a light.
I know,
Oh, you haven't?
she's being held by mud.
I probably have
Ass in
15
the air.
shadows by now.
You got 15 shadows.
I feel like I probably do.
If you want Mud to put you down, you just have to tell her.
I mean, you're doing good.
You're doing good.
Okay.
Keep carrying
Unless
it.
you become burdened, then I'll hop off. But I ain't
I'll
worried
carry
about
everybody. I do not care.
Grim, I want you to make an attack roll.
I'm scared.
You do know lightning lure pulls whatever it is towards you, right?
Well, they can't get in the light. Obviously, it hurts them or something.
Oh, she got strategy. That's it. That's the only thing playing.
I gotta wait. What is it for? Just to make the.
Yeah, you do need an attack roll.
AC?
So. Yep, to break their AC.
I got 11.
Okay. As you kind of just and you summon this lightning, you see Norshella turn her head towards you and watch as this lure whips out of your hand, and the mud can feel like her hairs on the back of her head stand up from like the static of this magical spell, and your whip cracks. And right next to where your whip lands, you see a face. It looks like a statue. Concrete and feminine in appearance. And as the light from your whip falls back, the face is gone.
I'm gonna grab Mud's thigh. Just squeeze it real hard.
Ah, why?
Go fast. I need everybody to make a. Well, I need Yasin to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage because of Estrella.
All these other ones.
Everybody else needs to make a con saving throw. Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Let's-
I actually got a pretty good one.
Oh my god. What?
All right, so we're going to start with Yasin. What'd you get?
18.
18. You're good. You are still good.
Thank you.
Grim, your number?
23.
23. You're safe. Mud,
16.
you're not safe.
Yep.
No!
Estrella,
19.
I got you
19
back.
is
I
safe.
literally got a 7 and I have a +9 to Constitution saving.
Ooh.
Oh my god! No.
That's something else.
Holy shit.
Yeah. GLK?
GLK got a 16.
Same. Yeah.
Yep, that does not break. Okay,
And Keladri got a dirty 20.
she's safe. All right. Here's what happens. For those of you, so for Keladri, Grim, and Estrella, you take 4 points of damage as you can feel the shadow, this tingling sensation travel further up your legs. It's about to your 4 points. 4 points of damage.
It was GLK, not Keladri, right?
No, Keladri takes the 4.
Oh, she does. Okay.
4 points of damage. For the rest of you, this is for GLK and Mud. You take. You guys got lucky on the roll. You also take 4 points of damage as well.
So I do.
Yep, you take 4 points and GLK takes 4 points.
That's
of
right.
damage.
We're good. We're fine. Don't worry about it.
I was like, what am I gonna have to do with mud?
Every time you fail, I
Bye.
increase the damage die. Mud and GLK have failed twice. You have 2 D6s. Every time you fail, it gets higher.
No,
That's
why
how
can't
we
I?
play the game called
So
They're literally eating you, and all of you to some degree feel this small biting pain, but it's very small. Very, like the way your leg feels when it falls asleep and you got that little pins and needles feeling. It's like that.
I hate
But
it because it feels like Gumby. Because I'm like pushing on it, I'm like, oh.
Well, the feeling never goes away.
Oh, joy.
Now I'm gonna freak out every time my leg falls asleep.
It's the Vashtanarada. As you get ready to make your next 10 yards, Norshella stops immediately.
Oh gosh! Stop
And
stopping!
and you hear her breathe in. And you just hear her whisper, "Don't blink."
Fucking knew it when he said statue.
And you can hear Zeroku just kind of breathe in. Fuck. And appearing out of the shadows are statues. Angels. With their hands covering their faces. It's as if light, or rather shadow, pulls back to reveal them. They've always been there. There's one directly in front of Norshella, about 5 feet in front of her. And you watch her eyes just widen and lock on to this. Everybody needs to make a perception roll.
I won't do it.
Roll perception for
I
me.
think it would be better if you did.
I don't know. I have a -1 to perception. Oh god!
Mud,
Please
what'd you
tell
get?
me you didn't get one.
But
I got 2 minus 1.
Ah,
All right, so it's like a dirty one. It doesn't count as bad as an actual one.
a
Okay,
dirty
cool.
one.
So we got a Mud. What Mud's got a 1.
I'm gonna just yeet you, okay? I'm just gonna yeet.
Don't eat me yet.
Dream.
You might
What did you
figure
get?
something out. It was for perception.
Yep.
Do we add to that?
Yeah, you roll and then you add your perception modifier.
Okay.
Under skills.
Oh, I don't have one, so 17.
17. Okay. GLK.
Okay, got 17 also.
17. Okay, cool. I'm like, I'm doing math.
Sorry, I was trying to unmute my
What?
hand.
You're good. Estrella.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Keladri. What did Keladri get?
11.
Okay. And Yasin?
16.
Okay. Here's what
Yasin
happens.
just sitting back there going, I'm good.
What are you guys freaking out about? Like, I don't get it.
Kiss Norcella's ass a little bit more.
He's like, don't mind if I do. He's fine. Mud and Keladri, the two of you blink,
Oh.
and you instantly feel a hand grab you. Cold stone marble. As you're grabbed, you immediately look at the creature, and it freezes in place. Mud, you feel your free hand, the one not holding on to Grim, grabbed at the wrist. And as you turn, you see this angel's mouth with teeth just, and a hand reaching out for you, freeze in place. Keladri can feel somebody grabbing
It's like, but then it goes.
her shirt.
I
And she turns and watches as another angel is ready to grab her with the other hand. The two of you are trapped.
cool.
You are bound to this angel unless you take a turn to break free.
How about turning to break something?
The rest of you have a choice. Stay with the party members who were grabbed for the turn, help them break free, or keep moving on.
I'm gonna stay with Mud.
Okay? Does anybody leave the party? Is anybody going to continue moving forward?
Kieran.
Oh.
Yeah.
Aw. It's what Kieran would have wanted.
Kieran's ghost is like floating, like, what are you thinking?
Nah, I stay.
Don't
Okay,
do any
nobody's leaving.
favors.
Zeroku immediately takes a defensive position to protect Norshella from the one in her path. But she stays. She doesn't move. She keeps the light, and you see, if any of you look at her, you will see her starting to sweat. That she's starting to strain holding this magic, this ball of lightning between her palms. It's starting to tax on her to use such a constant level of magic like this. Yes.
So if they're not allowed to come, are they the Vashtanarada?
No, they're weeping
They're a
angels.
separate being.
They're a separate being.
Okay. Oh gosh.
So how do y'all want to deal with the ones that have grabbed Keladri and Mud?
I have a thing.
Okay, what's your thing?
Okay. I'm trying to find what I was just looking at. Trying to do something.
Huh?
I can't figure it out. Anyway, I want to stare at it
Yep.
and slowly slip Rim off my shoulder, have her stand, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna need you. No, I'm looking this way. Hold on. I'm gonna need you to keep your eye on this thing, because if I attack it and I happen to close my eyes, I need you to watch it. And so she's gonna slip her hammer off of her back, and she wants to go for the arm that's holding her.
Grim, do you do what Mud says?
Yes. But I kind of want to try this thing to see if it works, but I don't know if it would stun it. It would just be a stun effect to see if it made the creature do anything.
Which creature do you want to stun?
It would be the one in front of Mud. I was gonna say that I was gonna use a spell
Uh-huh.
and stand in front of Mud so it's looking at me. But I'm gonna do something interesting. See if it works.
All right, you can do this. What do you want to do? Tell me what it is.
It's called self-disguise, and I want to make myself look like the angel.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, you can tell me to wait. I'm okay with that.
All right, I'm gonna let that play out. I want to know what the rest of the party is thinking to help Keladri, who has been grabbed at the. I think she's kind of been grabbed at the waist around the kind of the leather shirt that she wears there, so that's how she's being held.
Where is Keladri in like relations to me?
Oh yeah.
You are
It's kind of just
all
behind the center,
within, right? Yeah, you're all within a radius of like 15
Each other?
feet of each
If
other.
I get free, I can always try to whack the one that she's got.
You certainly can. You certainly could. There is no time limit on these creatures. There's nothing like that.
She within like what's my reach?
It's just
she's within your
attractive.
reach.
You're
Your
gonna have to
maul,
still do something.
yeah, your maul could absolutely reach pretty much anybody in the party. I'll say that easily.
Okay. Then if I have her, I trust her enough to stare at this thing that's in front of me, I might just try to turn and hit the arm that's on Keladri.
Okay. Strength. I want you to roll strength for me.
Okay.
It can be a strength save or just a strength modifier, whichever one of your numbers is higher. I think a save would be higher than your pure strength ability.
I got a +10 to strength save.
Yeah, so roll a strength save on that. Grim, I want you to roll deception for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this one in the bad chair today.
Okay, cool. Bad chair. We have a dunce. We have a dunce dice. What was your strength save?
Because I got a 10, it's a 15, but like
You rolled a
still,
5. Oh, that dice.
You don't
It's
get
okay.
to play anymore.
What's your deception, Grim?
28.
28.
Darn.
I was like, ooh, deception, I'm good at that.
So here's what happens. Grim, you immediately step in front of Mud as she lets you off her shoulder, and you cast this disguise about yourself, and it's almost as if the shadows move in and cover you, and when they pull back, you're a weeping angel, and your hands move to cover over your eyes. Not fully, so you can stare at the angel, but you take the same pose. And the angel freezes in place. It's still holding on to Mud's arm, but you can feel through the eddies of magic in this world that the angel is confused and a little bit scared. Mud, you reach out and come down hard on the arm that is holding on to Keladri's waist, and you see your maul just hit it, crack, and go straight through. It shatters the arm of this angel, and all of you can almost hear this scream. It's so slight and so high-pitched that you would almost not notice it if you weren't paying attention, but you hear this high scream. And the arm that's on Keladri is still gripped there, but it's just flapping now.
Right.
Keladri can move free, and she does. But Grim moved her vision from the weeping angel following her. And you feel your other arm get grabbed at the bottom of your strike. The angel reaching for her grabs onto you. And now you are held by two. And you realize that the strength of these creatures matches your own.
Bye, guys.
And Mud, you instinctually turn to look at the one that just grabbed you. And so basically you and Grim have traded angels, but in that split second, it could move. Nobody watched it.
Mm.
That was one turn. Yasin, give me a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
We can
Because
come up with
Estrella is keeping you good, and you are firmly within the bosom of Norshella. You've got two girls who have cast their light upon you, sir. Let's see your pirate's
That's 1 of 7. Oh man, we're screwed, guys.
Shit. All right. 14.
Yasin, you look down, and despite everyone's best efforts, you have 2 shadows. And you feel that subtle tingling sensation in your feet
Welcome to the party, boy.
as they start to bite.
Ew.
Everybody now, make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, be nicer to me, please.
Did you?
Mud, what'd you get?
14.
14. That is a fail for Mud. GLK, what's your roll?
Where the fuck were you 2 seconds ago?
21.
21. GLK is safe this round. Go ahead and give me Keladries.
Is with advantage?
Nope.
With disadvantage. This is not just a regular roll.
It's just a con save, yeah, so. Only wisdoms have advantage. And death saves.
What's her Constitution save number to add? Sorry, as I'm learning a new stat sheet. 17?
That fails. Estrella.
6.
That fails.
Yeah.
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 Yasin.
Yeah, dude.
Yasin, you'll take what's your con save on this one?
Yeah, I don't know where my good rolls went for a second, but I'm at 25.
All right, you'll take minimum damage on this one since it's your first roll. Grim,
21.
you're safe. You don't fail this one. All right, so Yasin and Grim, you take good roll for me. 6 points of damage from your little biters. Remember, it's 1d6. You take 6 points of damage. Keladri, GLK, and Estrella, you take 12 points of damage.
For passing?
They don't. That means they didn't build another level to it. They still failed.
Oh, gotcha.
Mud failed. She gets 3 dice now.
It's okay, I can take it.
Mud, you take 14 points of damage.
Alright.
30.
All of you start to
Still
feel
over.
the Vashta Narada consume you a little bit more. It's nothing serious.
I know I'm tasty, but damn.
Nothing serious yet, but you see how this is getting worse the longer you stay out here. Mud is still trapped, and it's going to take another turn to free her if you can successfully free her from these weeping angels and not lose track of the ones that are watching you. There's one for every party member.
Stinks. Don't like it.
What do you all decide to do? How are you going to free Mud? Or are you just going to leave?
I want to try something with the 2 that are at Mud and Grim.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to cast command on at 2nd level, so I can do 2 targets. If they do not beat a wisdom saving throw of 15, I want to command them to look at each other, so they get like stuck.
Okay. Let's see what happens. So Estrella, you cast command at these 2 creatures. The first one fails. The second one fails.
Yes!
With one whispered motion, not losing track of the one that you are watching. You just tell you, bitch, look. And the two look at each other. And you all, or at least not you all, because if you all did, you'd be grabbed. But Mud and Grim, you see something that very few people have ever witnessed. A weeping angel move. And you watch as almost in a painful way, these two creatures are compelled to turn their heads and look at each other. And it's like a warped mirror. You see them and fight against doing this because it breaks everything about what their species is. They can't move while being watched. And yet, Estrella's command is absolute. And you watch as their skin cracks and breaks until finally their two eyes lock on each other. And again, you hear this pained, high-pitched scream as they're trapped. And almost in fear, they release their hands. And Mud, you're free.
I do not walk between them. I'm gonna keep that on the side. I'm gonna walk around.
The party is able to move 10 more yards.
We're at what, 60?
As you do, you can hear Norshella start to breathe heavy. And Zeroku is going, "Are you okay? You got this, sweetheart. You can do it."
Is she losing HP for this or just getting tired?
She's just getting tired.
Okay.
Her stamina bar. You watch in the game as her stamina bar slowly ticks down to 0.
Is it about holding up something or it's about magic?
She's keeping her magic level as high as she can to keep this light as bright as she can keep it. At 50 yards, you are halfway between Camelot and the Morrigan's castle.
100 yards. That's so weird.
In the night,
Like right next
you
to
hear the sound of what at first could be thunder. And you feel the ground rumble with each thunderous clap.
Nope.
Boom.
Nope.
Boom. I need you all to roll perception. Can you keep track of the weeping angels? Or do you blink or falter?
15.
At 15 Mud, you are good.
Yay! First.
Yeah,
I got 15 as well.
almost. You're almost.
It's
Almost.
good. GLK?
GLK got a 14.
Okay. And Kelly?
Leah got a nat 20.
Both of you are currently safe. Estrella and Yasin?
26.
Woo!
Nice. You're safe.
And I got a nat 22.
Well done. All of you are able to keep watch over your angels and some of the new ones that appear. And you can tell that they are getting further in the distance. Like you have managed to put 10 yards between you and the angels that tried to ambush you earlier.
Angels of Hell.
The sound of thunder gets louder and closer. Boom. Boom. I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw as the Vashnadarada continues to eat you.
Yay!
Mud, I heard your dice hit first.
17.
17 fails.
What in the heck, man?
All right, let's hear it. What do we got for GLK and for Kelladry?
Well, Kelladry got another nat 20.
Holy shit.
And GLK got a nat 1.
I'll still
No,
only count that as one fail. A fail's a fail. I'm not going to double. I'm not going to be mean. But GLK fails. And the curse of Kieran continues on. Grim, what was yours?
Good job.
Oh, couldn't hear you. 21. Yep, you're safe. Estrella.
16.
16 does fail.
Yeah.
And Yasin?
28.
28, you're good. All right, this is getting fun. Grim and Yasin, you take 2 points of damage as they slowly try to eat you.
Alive.
Kelladry will take 3 points of damage. Not bad for 2 dice rolls. That's actually pretty good. GLK and Estrella, you will take 9 points of damage from these little biters. And Mud, you will take 11 points of damage. Not bad. This was a good round.
Like super soft.
Still
Yeah.
above 100.
We'll change that.
Well, yeah.
As we move forward, Grim, you see a shape. A person. Not a weeping angel, but an actual flesh and blood looking person just out of the corner of your eye. For a moment, you're registering the angel that you're trying to keep an eye on and this other person who's about in the same field of vision. This person is wearing black hair, pure white, skin ashen colored. Very similar, if not exactly the same, as the person you saw in Camelot who whispered your name, Valencia. It is Alexander that you see. Do you do anything?
Do I recognize him though?
You recognize him as the person that you saw in Camelot, the same spectral man who tried to talk to you in Camelot.
I guess. Am I the only one looking at the angel?
You're the only one looking at your particular angel.
I'm gonna shove, as if you can even shove Mud, to look at the angel real quick while I turn my head. See if that works.
Mud, do you resist when you feel Grim touch you, or do you go with where she's leading?
That depends on whether I can tell it's Grim or not.
You know it's Grim because it's behind you.
I can grab an ass cheek if that helps.
You feel that same cold fleep as she touches you. You know it's Grim.
The middle hand.
Sure.
touching you.
I'll move while keeping my eye on whatever I can.
I want both of you to roll perception with disadvantage.
This? That's hard.
Oh god.
What you got?
I don't even need to roll twice.
Cool. You got a 1. I love it. This is good.
I got a
And Grim?
12.
You got a 12.
Well, what was it? Perception?
Yes.
He's been talking to you this whole time. Why do you have to look at him?
Because it's a thing in the corner of my eye. Who doesn't look? I'm being realistic for once.
You know who would die on Doctor Who. So here's what happens.
I die.
No, you kill me.
What?
As you move Mud to try and watch your angel, you forget that everybody is watching their own angel. There are no eyes that are spared. If someone looks away, that angel can come play.
I forgot that.
In order for Mud to watch your angel, she blocks your path, Grim, for just a split second. And as you see this Goliath's taut, round ass pass in front of you,
Ah.
Oh my god.
both of you feel the cold touch of an angel.
Oh.
But you are staring at Alexander. And he smiles, bows to you, and flows back into the shadows.
Son of a bitch, Grim. What the hell? This is why you don't trust squishy people.
With still stuck at 50 yards from the Morgan's castle, you must all take a turn to deal with the two angels, one grabbing Grim, the other grabbing Mud. In the distance, the sound of thunder increases. Boom.
You said we heard like
You did, yes. You heard whispers and skittering out in the darkness.
Can I reach Mud still?
Yes, you two are on top of each other pretty much.
Okay, can I just teleport her? Out of the way. So she could
You could.
look. So she's not in the way, and like she's not. Oh, I don't know if the angel would let go. Let's see.
It will.
Okay.
Where do you want to move her?
I want to move her. Let's say, I guess it's me and her, and then the angels are grabbing us, right here.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I want to keep her inside the group. So just like, I guess on the other side of the angels, so she could still look at them, but she's not being grabbed anymore.
Okay. You do that. Keep track of your spell slots because you're all using the spells, so make sure you keep track of that because you will run out of spell slots. But you grab Mud without needing to look at her. You just feel and touch her side. You can feel her hip. And as you do, you just whisper a small incantation. Let arcanic energy pass through you. And Mud, you feel as if your world is being turned inside out for a second. And you literally appear right next to Norshella in the same orientation, looking in that direction, so that you can track your angel, but you have zipped for a split second. And Grim, you feel the other angel come close. In that time, the one that was on Mud almost grabs your other hand, but the spell is so quick that Mud is able to hold it in place. And you just have the one holding you.
Can I see both of them in like my field of vision?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
I'm seeing ideas forming. I see some from GLK and some from Estrella. Who wants to go first? Estrella?
Me. So tapping into the whispers and stuff, being one of my abilities as a translation bot, I'm going to use comprehend languages.
Okay.
Which lasts for about an hour, but I can understand any spoken language that I hear, but I can only choose one specific type of language to hear. And I'm gonna try and understand these whispers.
Sure, you can do that. Here's what you hear. These whispers and skitters, some of them are purely beast-like. You recognize that there's no language about them, that it's guttural growls and movements, but there is a whisper out there that catches your audio sensors, and you lock onto it as language. And what you hear is a repeated warning. The longer you stay, the hungrier they become. The slower you move, the more you grow numb. And it repeats over and over. It changes intensity and direction. Sometimes you feel like it's coming from above you or to the side of you. Sometimes it's close, and other times it's barely audible in a distance, but it is a whispered mantra spread throughout the path.
Like a true Narshadian translator, I'm going to just start announcing out to the party what I am hearing and like converting into comprehensible text in very ominous, deep, guttural voice, as that is his only translation voice. The longer you stay.
You just all watch as like GLK kind of like locks his body into this translation mode, but his eyes just kind of go blank and almost turn this like dull red. And again, it's just his translation mode, but in the pitch blackness of all of this, and you hear this metallic voice coming out raspy, all telling you the same thing again and again. The longer you stay, the hungrier they become. The slower you move, the more you grow numb.
Ooh. Oh, did Estrella go?
No, I got two things.
Okay.
All right, what you got?
Two things real quick. Okay, first thing, I am casting Bless at 5th level on everyone. So next time we all have to make any saving throw. So our next con save, you roll a d4 and add it to the number you rolled.
Okay.
That's the first thing.
Sorry, to make you repeat. So
you roll your con save,
yes.
and then you roll a d4 and add whatever number that is.
Word.
Okay. And then Norcella's still holding the light.
Yes.
Is there anything I can do to like give her like a push with some of my magic to like help her out?
Sure. What would you like to do? How do you want to do it?
Oh gosh. Okay. Where am I in relation to her?
I would say that Estrella is probably right behind Norcella. You and Yasin are fairly dead center of this. Norcella is the tip of the spear with Zeroku at her side, followed by Yasin and Estrella, Keladri and GLK, and then
Okay.
Grim and Mud kind of pulling up the rear.
Okay, so I just want to, I'm keeping my eyes on my angel. So whichever way she is, like if I'm behind her, I just want to put my hand on her and give her a little magic infusion. But I'm going to keep facing wherever I need to be facing.
All right. You have two options with your magic infusion.
Okay.
We can roll and take from your life,
Okay.
or you can expend a spell slot.
I'll do a spell slot.
Okay. I want you to roll a d20 for me. This is what you're going to be giving to Norcella in the way of stamina, if you will.
That is a 17.
Okay, very nice. So you reach kind of behind you and to the side off a bit, and you can feel Norcella's back. And you just kind of lay your palm against her, and you can feel her stiffen a little bit as she senses another person touching her. And then this warmth radiates outwards from you into her, and you feel yourself weaken a little bit, that spell slot kind of being used in order to transfer some of your arcanic energy into her. But you feel her start to strengthen. She straightens a little taller. You feel her breathing returns to a steady rhythm. It's less labored. And Zeroku, you hear him whisper, "Thank you. That should help."
Okay, nice.
What's everybody doing about
I have a question.
what's holding on to Grim?
I have a question.
Yeah.
If I did a bait and switch maneuver, would that just move her, but she would still be held onto by the angel? Or...
Don't do that.
We would
Hold
have a
on.
lot of interesting roles we would have to figure out to see how a bait and switch works and drift onto you like a vice.
I
That's what you
have
can't
a
do.
spell that's not required that. They don't have to stop touching me.
Okay.
Stop touching me.
I'm just saying, if that's too complicated, I do have a different idea.
What
Well-
is that?
Let's hear it, Grim.
Vampiric touch.
All right. What's your plan with Vampiric Touch?
Since they're grabbing onto me, I was going to. Are they both grabbing onto me?
No, one of them almost, but Mud's holding it in her gaze before it touched you. So just one. One is holding you.
Okay. Then I guess the one that grabbed
No
my
worries,
arm.
Dawson.
What does that say?
BRB. Be right back.
Oh. I guess like twist my arm to be latched onto theirs as well and use
Sure.
vampiric touch.
Now, how are you planning for this to break the creature's hold on you? You gonna drain it of its entire life until it dies?
I mean, I guess it wouldn't just stop holding me, right?
Yeah.
Unless you
I
kill
guess
it.
I have to kill it. Okay.
If you kill it with Vampiric Touch, yeah, it'll let go because it's dead.
I mean,
But if the risk is if you don't kill it, you will increase your life, but it'll still.
yeah,
Nice.
I guess I could try. The only thing is, like, they don't apply to, like, multiple ones usually.
No matter what anybody tries is a risk, so feel free to try Vampiric Touch, see if you can kill it.
What if? This is a stupid idea.
Can do a disarming attack. Get it? A disarming attack. No.
Ha 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 ha. Okay, Jess, this is a side chat real quick. Banishment or Crown of Madness?
Well, I mean, the teleportation thing seems to be working well for letting them go, so.
Yeah, but I can't keep just teleporting.
Well, banishment is similar.
Oh, yeah. I was like, wait, I can't just keep teleporting everybody.
Just banish, teleport, banished.
Yeah, I could, I would. But unfortunately that's not how the game is played. Then how many do you think I could get with one?
I don't know. How does it? Does it have like a area of effect?
Oh, area range is 60 feet.
So that's its range, but you
Range,
attempt to
but,
send one creature that you can see within range.
Yeah. I guess the one that's holding my arm.
Yes, you can do this. And if you cast this using a spell slot at 5th level or higher, but you don't have it. Yeah, if you cast it as a 5th level spell, you can take 2 creatures with you.
Okay. Let's do that one then. What is it right now? It's a 4th, so
You do have it as a 5th level spell as well.
oh, I do? Okay.
Do you have the spell slots for that?
I have 3 open spell spots. The spells I've been using, quote unquote, aren't for spell slots. There's
Yeah, Arcane Gate is she used it once and that's it. That was the one time.
yeah, and changing my appearance, it's once and it's it until like a long rest or something.
Yep. So she's still good.
So how do I make it into a level? Oh, it is level 5.
It is level 5. You just cast it as a 5th level spell, so you're going to target 2 creatures. that you can see within the 60-foot radius, and them go
I'm gonna-
bye-bye.
I want to do the 2 that are closest to me that have
Yep.
been the bitches that have been fucking with us.
You can do this. So it's a charisma saving throw that I have to do, and I have to beat a 17. So I'm reading your spell.
Yeah.
So I got to beat a 17, and it's got a charisma saving throw. All right, let's see if these 2 guys beat a 17.
Don't do it.
One's got a 12, so one's going for sure. And second one rolled a 7. They both fail. So, Grim, where do you want to send them? Pick a place.
Narshada.
Okay, you can do that. And so,
Those fuckers deserve them. I want him in the arena.
and that's exactly where we're going to drop them. As you keep these 2 in your line of sight, you just kind of whisper, "Get out of my face, bitch." And a portal opens up beneath the 2 of them, and kind of your free hand is like Doctor Stranging this portal as it gets bigger and bigger to encompass both of these angels. And again, all of you hear this pained scream as the 2 of them start to get sucked into the portal. Below, Grim, you can see the arena of Narshada. In fact,
I'm gonna do this down there.
there is there is a battle that is happening between 2 ginormous creatures, a Gundark and a Rancor, and the 2 of them are it's like King Kong and Godzilla. They're just going at it. But this portal appears, and the angels start to slip through the portal, and so do you, because the one holding on to you is still holding on.
I'm gonna say, "Guy in my head." See if anybody
No,
can.
she's talking to Alex.
A guy in my head.
Yeah. Did you think I was? Chris was just like, she's lost her shit.
She's lost her shit. What's she talking about? As you immediately open yourself to this connection, another hand reaches out and grabs onto yours and the angels, and you see it materialize into Alexander standing next to you. And his hand is slightly demonic, little demon form to it, using his strength. And he goes, "Do you trust me?"
More than this angel.
And you feel this slight pain. And he squeezes with his hand and shatters the wrist of this angel just above where your fingers are. And you see the angel turn and fall back through the portal, and Alexander just pulls you in and holds you against his chest as you watch the portal close and seal.
I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, hello, handsome." No, I'm gonna be like, "Why were you in the darkness earlier, bro?"
That wasn't me. The shadows play tricks. Some of what you see is not real, and some is. The point is to move as fast as you can and get to the castle. Even my power here is limited.
Got any pro tips for us, bruh?
Stop making dumb mistakes.
That's a good tip.
I have a very bad.
And then I'm gonna be like, "So, what's your name?"
My name is Alexander. You don't remember me, of course not after what happened. I am here to protect you. I will always protect you.
Are you like? I can't even. Like, are you like my brother?
Oh God.
He reaches your face with his other hand, and he pulls you close and leans into a kiss, but he whispers, "No."
Okay.
And he places his lips against yours.
Oh, Well, I'm
You-
glad he said no before he.
Do
I'm
you
like,
return his kiss, or do you just like shove him away? What do you do?
I'm gonna be shocked and just let it happen.
And so you do. So your lips don't do a whole lot. You're just kind of feeling him kind of press against you, and he pulls away and he goes, "Our relationship is complicated, dear, but I will not let you fall to these creatures. I'll always be here."
She's not gonna really say anything. She's just gonna be like dumbstruck and be like, okay. Okay.
Important lore. Should we have helped these monsters escape? Well, you know, hey, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that, but
Immediate
Alex-
problem was solved, Yasin. I mean, fuck. GLK.
You didn't even call him his other name.
I know. Keep fucking them up. I didn't see you banishing them.
Yeah, I just have the curse of memories
Mm.
and recalling all of the. He starts like freaking out.
Is there something for me to watch immediately, or can I handle these two? Like, are there angels for me to watch?
The angels that you were watching.
That's
she-
why I got.
Okay, cool.
We're free to
Absolutely.
do stuff while they're still staring at their angels.
I'm gonna be like, this is cute and all, but get up. And then she's gonna go over to GLK and give him a little on his head to see if he kind of snaps back out of it.
He kind of like wakes up a little bit, like, "Forgive me,"
Does he
and
not
then
have
starts
an angel?
repeating the ominous messaging.
I think we got that part, little buddy. I don't think you need to keep repeating it.
Oh,
Does
there you
GLK
go.
have an angel?
Yes.
Yes, everybody's watching an angel.
I'm gonna watch his while he was spazzing.
Oh, okay. I was wondering who was watching him when he was having issues.
All right, we ready to move?
Let's move as fast as we can out of here, guys. Let's go.
You move forward again 10 yards,
Jeez.
finally making it to 60 yards. Took you a little while to make that move, but hey, we're there. You're over halfway there. Whee! Holy shit. That's all I can say. You guys are.
I'm sweating over here.
I'm sweating. That thunder sound, by the way, hasn't gone away.
I'm trying to worry about one thing at a time.
It keeps getting closer, but you feel as if it's chasing you. That booming sound is definitely from a backwards like direction, coming from Camelot, moving closer towards you. Before we go into all of our roles and everything, each of you has a flash, a searing moment of pain, as literally a memory forces its way to the surface. Each of you see something very similar. You see yourself dying. Imagine your worst fear, the thing that haunts your dreams. That when you blow out a candle, you run across the room for fear that this might grab you. This hovers over your dead body, dripping with your blood. You did not just die, you died to your worst fear. You all see this in a flash, an instant. As far as Norshella and Zerogu were concerned, no one missed a step, nobody blinked, nothing happened that anyone on the outside could discern, but you all feel yourself die and come back to yourself. Everyone make a perception throw
Perception.
with disadvantage.
Oh, fuck. Gotta pull out different
What was
dice.
it that we had the 4 to? What kind of rolls do we have the 4 to? Constitution saves and dex
Um,
saves.
Saving throws.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
What
it's
do
a
we-
D4 saving throw.
Yeah, anything's a saving throw, you gotta add a D4 to it, but perception is just perception. Roll that with disadvantage, please. You all had a very painful flash.
11.
11. GLK.
Dude, Leah's RNG is so insane. Even if she's not playing, she got a dirty 20.
Yep. She's
GLK
good.
got a 16.
Okay, 16. Grim,
I rolled 17 twice. What do I do?
17. That's it. Did you take the lowest number is 17?
Plus whatever your perception is.
I got that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have a negative one.
Estrella,
23.
not bad, especially for a disadvantage. And Yasin,
You with the negative
what did Yasin get? 11?
9.
9, even lower. Cool.
Don't say it
About
like
time
that.
Yasin played. Yasin and Mud.
Mhm.
The two of you are next to each other because Mud was teleported sort of to the front, near where Norshella is. So she's no longer bringing up the rear with Mud. She was up there because of the teleportation that Grim had done. The two of you feel the cold hand of a weeping angel as it grabs you. Again, for one turn,
I'm
you
gonna
are
start eating these things.
you are trapped here for a turn.
Ugh.
I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw as the Vashanarada continue to eat you.
Oh my gosh, for once.
Mud,
For everyone.
28.
finally, Mud is safe on this one.
It's Constitution 24.
24. And since it's a saving throw, you can add a D4. You can roll a D4 to it.
Okay, sick.
Not the pyramid, right?
I was about to say,
No, it's not a pyramid. It is a.
it is a pyramid.
Is it a pyramid? I thought it was a D3. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you're safe with what you rolled. No, you're right. It is a pyramid. That's a D4. Yep, you're right. Pyramid.
I was just thinking it added.
GLK.
Thanks to the saving grace of the 4, GLK got a 19. Finally, a decent roll. But I don't know if that matters because my thing was so high.
It's decent, but you still fail.
Okay.
That's
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like,
Teledry roll.
23.
She's good. Estrella.
17.
17's a fail, and Yasin.
27.
That is a win. Okay, cool. So
Apparently, this Leah's dice is gold.
I'm telling you, it should roll it for you, man. I don't know. So here's where it stands. Yasin and Grim have only 1 dice roll against them. Keladri has 2 dice rolls. GLK, Estrella, and Mud have 4 dice roll. Okay, that's where we are, just to keep that in mind. So let's start with Yasin. Yasin gets 3 points of damage. 3 points of damage for Yasin, not too bad. Keladri, as she is being chewed upon, gets 8 points of damage. And for everybody else. Grim, you took the 3 points of damage as well, because you and Yasin are the same, 1 roll. So 3 points for you. GLK, Estrella, and Mud at 4 dice, 4d6 of damage. This really isn't too bad. 9. 9 damage for the rest of you. Could have been worse. But Yasin and Mud are again held by a weeping angel. You all need to make a turn to free them. What do you choose to do?
I break
Yeah.
Angel's arm.
I'm gonna take out my scythe. And
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm gonna try to hack off their arm on Mud.
All right, what's your plan for doing that? Walk me through it.
I would just I will do it with a flourish. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I get critic.
That was fun.
Sure,
It-
no
Or
problem.
is there something you need me to roll for it?
Nah, I'll make it easy for you. As you turn and move towards Mud, who is no longer right next to you, but at the front of the party,
Oh.
you successfully slice through the arm of the creature holding her, and Mud is able to shake off the hand portion, just breaking it off. But you lost sight of the one you were watching in order to
I wasn't
turn.
watching one.
Oh, there's
I
always
killed
everybody rolls perception every time we stop. There are ones all over the
They
place.
keep coming in.
Oh gosh, I can't
It's-
remember shit.
It's not a set number, so sorry. The person closest to Grim, that is going to be Kelladry. As you turn and move past Kelladry, you bump her, and she can feel a hand latch onto her wrist as you slice off the wrist of the one on Mud. Yasin and Kelladry are still trapped.
I would like to rage.
You can do so.
Am I able to try and cut
Yes.
off my Angel's arm?
Yeah, you can fight your own
Okay.
one. Absolutely.
I want to fight.
Fight your demons, babe.
What would you like to do, Yasin?
After seeing Grim do her thing, I'm just going to take out my scimitar and just like kind of wind back. But I definitely keep my eyes open. So one, so I can see where.
Yes, apparently that was what he was probably going. How are you going to do that?
There you go.
Yeah, I definitely want to keep my. I can see where the sword is going, and also because of the weeping angel.
Just throw me into the darkness at this point.
Sacrifice!
Yasin, you draw your weapon, and with a deft flourish, just your scimitar slices cleanly through the wrist of this angel. And you can pull your hand back, and you still have it. You can kind of slide your hand out and kind of pop it off there. But you keep eye contact with this weeping angel as you do so, and you're free. Kelladry is still trapped, but Mud, you raged. What
Yes, I
form?
raged.
What form do you take?
I freaking want fangs. I want fangs this time.
You can do that. As you roar in rage, this time your face starts to shape and morph, and from your nose and jaw, almost a muzzle kind of appears, and you get this very beast, almost lion-like features to your face, and with it, the giant fangs of these saber cats as they kind of grow in from the top of your canines. And you have now an incredible bite strength that you can use.
Yes, and I will be using it on Kelladry's angel. I'll tell you what I want to take off instead of its arm. I want to take off its head, but the thing that would
Okay.
be more likely to help would be the arm.
Can I tandem on this
Absolutely.
opportunity?
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a crossbow hand where I can shoot a little like bolt, and I'm going to like targeting like stage targeting. What is it like targeting mode?
Yep.
Just go like this little arm pop out, and then I'm gonna shoot a bolt at the wrist.
Okay.
While she goes for the head.
Sounds good. The two of you move as one. Finally, you all are not doing things as one at a time. We have not rolled for initiative. You guys are free to do what you want when you want. That's half the fun of this shit. So the two of you move together. GLK shoots out this arrow, and it just connects right where the wrist and the hand meet and just bursts out the other side, breaking the grip on Keladri. But then out of the shadow, just above the light and downward, Mud pounces, which is something to say for a 7-foot-tall Goliath, pounces on the top of this weeping angel, and your bite strength and jaw size are big enough to take its head and just rip it off. And again, you all hear this subtle scream that you have come to associate with the death of a weeping angel. And Mud, you successfully end this creature's life.
Hold on.
Everyone's free. A turn has passed. Everybody make a Constitution saving throw. Add your D4 because of Estrella's blessing.
Ella's blessing.
Blessed my children.
How come you?
That's gross. Cool.
All right, Mud, what you got?
Hold on, I'm adding. 16.
16 fails for Mud. Let's go to Grim.
26.
26 passes. GLK.
Finally, a solid roll. 24.
24 passes. Keladri.
She got a 18 plus 2 plus 2. 22.
Yep, she passes. Estrella.
11.
That's a fail for Estrella. We're up to 5 dice now. And Yasin?
23.
Damn, boy, just does not want to be touched tonight. You also succeed. Yasin and Grim holding out. The two of you holding out really well, and Keladri holding out good too. The rest of you slowly succumbing to the Vashnarada as they kind of climb up your body. You start to feel your thighs start to tingle. GLK, Estrella, and Mud, they're up to your thighs now with how they're progressively starting to eat. And you start to feel your legs, you know, like when you sat down for too long and you get up and it's like walking takes some effort, like that jello leg. You're starting to feel a bit of that jelly leg happening with all of you. Won't affect your movement yet, but Yasin and Grim, you take 2 points of damage. So the dice say.
Dice.
The dice.
I the degree.
Keladri, you will take 9 points of damage. Thus decree the dice.
Okay.
GLK, you will take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of damage.
Isn't that also Grim? Grim already taken.
Grim took the 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then Estrella and Mud, I pull another die from my collection to add 5 die.
Let's do it.
Here we go. 5, 9, 10, 16 points of damage from the Vashnarada.
How you looking, girl?
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm still on my feet.
All right.
I'm just mad.
Yeah, me too. That's why she raged. That's why she raged.
So I'm looking at the angel that was in front of Mud.
If I start just picking up people and they watch behind me as I run,
Y'all can do whatever you want. Like there's no rules to this.
As I am staring at it while she's raging in the background.
yeah.
Since they're statues, can we tell if they are built like statues? And since someone crushed someone's hand,
You can tell that they are made of stone, but they're not strong stone, you know.
Okay.
You felt it when Alexander squeezed the one holding you. All of you have been able to cut through them without any issue. These creatures are not powerful, they're just numerous. And when they hold you, it takes a turn in order for you to free yourself.
Yeah. I want to do. Sorry. Shit. I want to try to break it with Eldritch Blast while staring at it.
Sure. And as you let an Eldritch Blast fly, you watch as it connects with the center of its chest, and this red energy crawls up its chest and neck and around its face until it just, from the inside out, explodes into dust and pieces of concrete. And again, that scream echoes through the night.
Okay.
Now, at a few of you killing these creatures outright, you start to notice that the next group of angels that appears are further away.
Cool. I am going to grab Grim and Estrella and GLK. And Yasin seems mostly unhurt, so I'm going to be like, run. And I'm just going to grab them and I'm going to run. And I'm going to try to catch up to Norshella and tell them to run so we can go.
If you choose to dash, that will be the action. So you can move twice your speed, but you can do nothing else on the turn.
I can't grab them.
No, you can grab them and everything. You can grab them and move, but I'm saying you can't.
I don't care. That's fine.
I want to start Eldritch Blasting the ones that are farther away while I'm on her back.
Now we playing spicy. The team wakes up. Finally, we're a team.
Shit, I was like, let me try to keep comboing because he's saying we should.
Here's what happens. Mud picks up Estrella and Grim and GLK, just kind of tosses him onto her neck.
Hold on, buddy.
And you start running, and as Norshella turns and hears this 7-foot-tall woman going boom, 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 just running, your footsteps kind of overshadow the thunder that you hear behind you as you kind of call out to everybody, run. Does everybody, so this would be Yasin and Keladri, the last two on the ground.
Oh crap, Keladri.
Do the two of you choose to dash as well with her?
How would this Keladri look? Does she look
Keladri's doing okay.
I can grab her too. I can do it.
How many people are you trying to throw on your back, woman? You're giant, but dang.
It's like Hagrid.
Yeah.
I think that Leah probably, thinking in her shoes, she's gonna blind shoot a ensnaring strike behind as the team like kind of takes Paul's ass.
Okay. All right. So here is what. And this is glorious. Oh. I'm very much enjoying it. So, Mud picks up the two. GLK flung around her neck as he kind of just sits up there like a kid on an adult's shoulders. And she starts running. As she passes Keladri, Keladri just turns and lets an arrow fly. As it hits the ground, this ensnaring strike fans out. And you watch as all of you stop looking at these creatures and just start hauling ass, that they start to move and run. But they get caught up in this ensnaring strike. And you see some of them just grip and pause there as they get trapped looking at each other or looking at you as you look at them. You start to Eldritch Blast, Grim, out into the night. And you start to just make contact with different concrete bodies as they explode, and dust can be seen just on the horizon of the light cast by Norshella as you all run. Because you are dashing, you make it 20 yards instead of your normal 10, putting you just 20 yards away from the Morgan's castle. At this point, a couple of things happen. First, I want all of you to make your con saving throw with disadvantage because you dashed.
I need 4. Let me get a 4 real quick. 4.
We're going to go through this in the same order we have been, starting with Mud. You still can add your d4 to the roll because of blessing, but it is a roll with disadvantage because of dashing.
So
Disadvantage, lower number.
cool. Yeah, I knew that.
17.
17, Mud fails.
3.
4.
Oh, okay.
You
Cool.
don't have to roll.
Grim,
Oh no.
17.
Grim fails. For once, that's you haven't failed much this session. That's not bad.
Oh man, I grabbed the wrong person. She's doing okay. I should have grabbed GLK.
GLK.
That's why I was wondering why you grabbed me. I was like, okay, are we just sticking together?
Are we just gonna call a fail on GLK? Do you want to say your number? Or just...
Dude. Well, a nat 1 plus a 4 plus a 5 of my modifier. So it's like 10, but it's a nat 1.
You know, it's a fail even if I don't look at the nat 1, so it's okay.
And I used Leah's dice.
Oh,
I switched the dice for this roll because I wanted some.
Yeah, I just want to see, right? So what did Caladri get?
She got 19 plus 4, and she's got freaking 2 Constitution.
Yep, she's good. She's good. Estrella.
5.
Cool. That's a fail for Estrella.
Why is everyone I'm carrying and me getting failed?
It's just one of those things. It's all good. And then last but not least, Yasin.
15.
Oh, Yasin fails for once too. That's okay. You and Grim are holding strong. All right. Before we deal with the damage from the Vashta Narada, the thunder that moved with Mud for just a moment comes into view as from the darkness above you, a giant fist starts to move downwards. You have a split second to try and do something about this fist, or to do nothing. What do you choose to do?
Mage hand.
Oh, I was just about to say the same thing. Elaborate on
We
the
can do it together.
hand.
Mage.
Got 2 throwing up mage hand. Anybody else doing anything?
I'm just gonna try to keep moving forward.
Yeah, I'm on her back, so I'm trying to block them with the mage hand as much as possible.
I'm
Do I need to grab
anticipating
anybody else?
with my natural 1.
When he goes down, grab him.
Okay.
And my attempts to use firebolt aimed at the sky. I feel like that would lead to me being dropped, I'm guessing.
Not necessarily.
I'm gonna try and firebolt the sky.
Okay. Yasin, what are your plans?
I'm just gonna I'm gonna keep my eyes open, and if anyone falls, I'll help get them back up on their feet.
Okay. You all watch as Zoroku slides to a stop and holsters his axe and looks up towards the sky as his hand comes down, and he braces to catch this giant's fist. Literally, a giant is in the mist. A mage hand comes out from Estrella and Grim to catch this fist as it pummels downward. I need the two of you to give me a strength saving throw.
Saving.
Why do you hate me?
Oh Lord. Okay.
I'm not strong. Let's just clarify.
That's okay. Give me your number.
16.
16 from Estrella.
20, 17.
17 from Grim. The two of you reach out with your mage hands. Are they different colors, by the way? Do you have a specific color you want your mage hand to be, just to differentiate?
Purple.
Purple and
Scanlan!
Green?
green. Cool. All right. So a purple and a green hand, left and right, shoot out up and catch this fist. And you watch as the two of you feel the weight in your own hand as you hold it up, each riding the back of a giant woman. You feel your arms start to burn and lower as this giant is pushing past your hands. It comes down to the point where Zoroku catches this hand at his optimum height, as tall as he can get, which forces you to crouch under the hand, Mud. And you keep trying to move forward. And you hear Zoroku just call out, "Go! I'll hold it! Just go!"
As we're running away, can I like lightning lure it and kind of like flick the hand away so it's not pushing down on him?
Lightning lure brings things to you, not away.
It's not just a whip. Okay.
Can
Aww.
I put everyone down and go back for Zeroka?
You can.
Keep going. Run. And I mean run. And I'm going
Belly-
back to Zeroka.
Oh.
Give me a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, it was even better than I thought it was. 21.
21.
No. 24.
24.
Sorry.
That sounds better.
It's a 14 and a 10. I was like, oh, it's 21.
24.
24.
As you run back, and it's just a few feet, as you drop and kind of skid and turn back and brace with Zoroku, he looks at you and he grins and he goes, "I was hoping you'd turn back." And the two of you hold this fist, and you can hear the roar of the giant above as he presses down, but the two of you are able to hold the giant for now. Now, let's talk damage from the Vasha Narada. Yasin and Grim, you take 8 points of damage. Also Keladri, so that's 2 as well for her. So yeah, 8 points for Keladri, Grim, and Yasin. GLK, you take 5 dice, which is, that's 6, 10, 15, 18, 19 points of damage for GLK.
This little robot's not gonna make it.
I'm pulling out a 6.
Somebody grab GOK,
A
please.
6th
Get him out of
die. I'm pulling out for Mud and Estrella. 6d6. Yeah, we'll see if you guys get victory or not. We'll see.
Chris, if you kill me in this session, you're not officiating my wedding.
That is a risk I'm willing to take. It's really not that. 6, 8, 10, 14. 14 points of damage for Mud and Estrella.
Chris is like, it's not bad, it's worse.
Hit 14.
Oh my gosh.
We're good. I'm good, at least, for now.
As you all keep trying to dash forward, ignoring any other actions that you can take. A giant hand moves down to move in front of the castle wall that Estrella and Yasin can see in the distance, barely 10 yards away, and this hand boom, hits the ground. Giants stand roughly 15 feet tall. And
I'm
you,
like half the size of this thing.
It's just a Avenger symbol.
you're roughly half the size of it. Remember, Goliaths are basically half giants. So you are half the size of a giant. And you watch as this hand comes down boom, and starts to scoot the gravel towards everybody, kind of going for a sandwich effect here.
I want to grab the fist that I'm holding on to, because it can't be
It's not huge,
too huge, right?
That's not too big.
And I want to try to grapple it, but also at the same time, like, pulling it behind me, which is away from them.
I got you. I want to see if you can twist the wrist and kind of get this thing off balance.
Right.
All of you can see the body of the giant now, because he's bent low enough to hit the ground with both hands. And you all stare up to see the chest and head of someone that looks an awful lot like Mud. Gray skin, tattoos over her body, very large breasts.
Tragedies.
And in fact, if you were to blink, you would say it is Mud. But just bigger. I need Mud to make a strength saving throw with advantage. Zorogu is going to help you do this. What's the rest of the party doing as this wall of a hand comes towards you?
While she's
How
doing
far
that,
away are they from us?
You all are about 10 feet away from each other, give or take. About 10 yards, I would say. Mark 10 yards.
From the giant?
Yeah, 10 yards to the giant's hand, or to behind you where the party, where Mud and Zoroku are.
Did my firebolt hit the hand?
Forgot about your firebolt. I want you to make an attack roll. Does firebolt make an attack roll, or does it just throw down damage?
Firebolt?
It's got a +9 to hit die, so that is a 24.
Yeah, 24 will break the AC of this one.
3d10 of damage.
Let's bring it. Give me the damage.
Which one's the D10?
It's the weird. It's not like a pyramid. It's like a diamondy weird.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like the dreidel.
Let's see if I can find 3 of these things. Sorry, hang on one second.
You're good.
Now I roll good. 15, 16, 18.
18 points of damage. So, as GLK is sort of let off of the shoulders in this mad dash forward, you throw up your firebolt and kind of stay with the group, off of this little the top of his head, and it goes up the hand. You watch as it connects with the fist and moves up the arm. And you hear this giantess. She screams in rage and agony, that taking 18 points of damage. Mud, what was your roll?
24.
24. Was that a natural 20
No,
plus?
it was
Okay.
19.
19 plus. Okay, cool. 24 for that. Anybody else wanting to do anything?
I'm
I
gonna
want to. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna do a mass healing word at 6th level real quick before this hand squishes us. So everybody's gonna get 22 points
Wow.
back on their health.
Very nice. Grim, what do we do? What do you want to do?
Well, if his arm is down, or hers, whatever, I want to go for the, if she's going like with this arm.
Hmm.
Is it this one? I don't know. Either way, if it's this one, I want to do the opposite leg and take it out. Try to, at least.
So you want to go find her leg?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she's not that big, so yes, you could see where her leg is. In fact, she's dropped to one knee in order to to come down on either side. So you want to go for the leg that's kind of up, not the knee, right?
Whichever one will knock her off balance. If she's like this,
Yeah.
then I guess the one she's leaning on.
Uh-huh.
And I want to take my lightsaber to it.
You do this, and again, this is an instinctual moment for you where you kind of tilt your wrist back and the lightsaber sort of ejects out and you grab hold of it, and this red blade just emits, kind of going out about 42, 43 inches just of red laser energy, and you rush for this leg. I need everyone to make a perception roll.
Perception, son of a bitch. I think I have shit on that.
You know what? There's room on here for both of you. I don't have to use either of you today.
What did you get?
I got a natural 1.
Ooh, a nat 1, a nat 1. This is fun.
A beautiful roll of... I'm going to use Norcella's dice. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use her dice.
There you go. GLK?
13.
13, all right. Keladri?
19.
19. Grim?
I got 19.
19. Estrella?
25.
Ooh.
And Yasin?
22.
22. Here's what happens to all of you.
Yay.
But it affects GLK and Mud the worst. You all have another flash, a memory that breaches through the surface and fights its way to the front of your face like a brain freeze, just like an ice pick. And you all feel a searing pain, but it knocks Mud and GLK off their feet. Literally, the two of you drop to the ground for just a moment, and you can hear Zeroku grunt as he takes the weight of this giant for a moment. You all see this second flash of memory. You remember Thaunis. You know it's Thaunis. You see his ashen purple skin. You can feel the warmth coming off of him, almost like a father. And you see him transform into his dragon presence. You see the image of Bahamut in your mind's eye, this brilliant onyx dragon whose horns curve forward and up to make this crown above his head. And then you see someone else besides you killing Thaunis. Estrella, you see Yasin kill Thaunis. Yasin, you see Mud kill Thaunis.
Oh.
Grim, you see Keladri kill Thaunis. Keladri sees GLK kill Thaunis. And GLK sees Grim kill Thaunis. In the end, it doesn't really matter who you see or if you remember who you saw. You know it wasn't you. You know it was somebody else in the party who kills Thaunis, and that memory is blazed into your vision. Mud, you are able to get up a split second later, and with your roll, you are able to just barely take this giant off of course. Her hand lifts up to try and balance her body as you twist. Mud, I need you to make, not Mud, Grim, I need you to make an attack roll with your lightsaber.
Okay. 24.
24 will break. Roll damage.
Okay. This is the 4, right? The pyramid?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all it does, bro?
Say the whole dice on the works pretty well.
I add my pluses, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the lightsaber has its own plus to it.
7.
Uh-huh. Give me your numbers. It's just 7? That's the number?
Yeah, that's what it says. It says 1d4.
Oh, hang on. Let me go to your lightsaber. It's a little stronger than that.
I was like, I thought I was a little bit more powerful. But I mean, that's what it says, so.
So the lightsaber of Kiva, it has a plus 13 to hit. It is 1d12 plus 7. It's 1d12 plus 7 damage.
Wow. Is this the 12?
Yeah, I think so. That looks right.
Yeah.
12 plus 7, so 17.
19. 12 plus 7 is 19.
19.
I got a 10, though.
Oh, they said 12 plus 7. I heard you say 12 plus 7.
No, I was just saying
10 plus 7.
10 plus 7 is 17.
I got you. 10 plus 7. Okay, 17. That's a lot better than it was. So with 17 points of damage, you rush in and you slice at kind of the the Achilles heel of this giantess. And you watch as your blade sinks into her flesh, and immediately with the heat of it cauterizes the wound, but you feel kind of the little snap of tendons as you cut through, and her ability to hold on to the ground with her strength is, it's gone. That tendon has been snapped, and she, between the pull of Mud and Zeroku and the cutting of the tendon, she starts to tumble forward.
Oh, shit.
Everybody give me a dexterity save and throw.
Oh, shit. Alright, guys.
See, that's how you're supposed to roll the dice there. Sheesh. It's a dirty 20 for me.
Okay, cool.
It's -4. Oh no! It's under the
Throw out
couch.
your numbers when you get them. Give me your numbers when you get them.
I had 20.
20? Natural 20 or dirty?
Natural, because I got no pluses for dex.
All right, natural 20. All right, nice for Grim.
13.
All right, 13 for Estrella.
16.
Okay, 16. That leaves Keladri and GLK. Can't hear you.
Sorry. 18 for Keladri, 10 for GLK.
Okay.
Dude, I am rolling so ass tonight.
As the giantess falls, GLK, Estrella, and Yasin are trapped underneath. The shadow looms over you, and you are unable to move out of the way. Mud and Grim, because you rolled above 20 or natural 20, you have the ability to either move away from the giant shadow and not be trapped underneath, or dive in towards your friends.
I'm gonna dive in.
Okay, Grim, what are you going to do?
It's okay if you don't. It's okay.
Do you
What?
run away, or do you dive into where GLK, Estrella, and Yasin are trapped? Like, you can get yourself trapped with them, or you can stay on the outside.
Honestly, I'm trying not to make another dumb move. Because that's been my role tonight, apparently. So I guess I'll try to stay out.
Okay, that makes sense. So you do that. You stay out as the giant hits the ground, but Mud, you dive in towards Estrella, Yasin, and GLK. I want you to give me a strength saving throw.
Okay. 11 plus 10. 21.
With a 21, you slide on your knees as you kind of dive towards them, and you get just where GLK and Estrella are, who have the lowest rolls, and you just boom, brace your forearms against her body, against the giantess's body, and you stop her from crushing the two of them and taking any damage. Yasin, your roll is high enough that next to them you also are bracing this giantess body, and the two of you are holding her from crushing Estrella and GLK.
Nice.
I need everybody.
I trained him well. Even though I don't remember, I trained him well. I trained you well.
His strength shows. I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw as the Vashta Narada continue to eat your body. This is going to start to wrap up where we are for tonight. Your last rolls for tonight. Is that a 21 for Grim?
Yes.
All right. That succeeds. Estrella?
Dirty 20.
That succeeds. Yasin?
Woo-hoo.
14.
That fails.
Yeah.
GLK?
21.
That succeeds.
Finally, a decent one.
Caladri?
She got a dirty 20.
That succeeds. Mud?
16.
That fails. I want everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Lord.
Don't worry about adding anything to it. I mean, you can if you want, but is anybody better than a 20?
No.
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 22.
Ooh, Estrella, look at that. That's the cleric coming out right there. Boom.
Yeah. I got a +7 on that.
Everyone but Estrella.
Okay, hang on real quick.
Yes?
Yes, I have to ethically point out that GLK got another natural 1.
Sheesh, that man, that lordy. I appreciate you.
I've used 5 different dice.
And it's okay. I'm not really going to hold that against you any more than just the normal rules I've set up for the Vashta Narada, so you're fine. It doesn't do anything extra to you, but just in the whole grand scheme of life, damn. That's all right. So here's the damage. Everyone will be taking some extra damage. I'll tell you what that is, except for Estrella, because she beat the wisdom save. But our lowest is 2 dice. That's Caladri and Grim. You all take 7 points of damage.
Thanks for that boost earlier, Em.
You're welcome.
3 dice for Yasin. That gives him 15 points of damage.
Yeah, that's a good thing I did that too.
5 dice for GLK.
Keep that on.
And this gives you 10, 17, 20 points of damage. Estrella gets 6 die. This is a lot to roll. This is so much fun, by the way. I'm having so much fun rolling these. Here we go. Oh God, I'm so sorry, Estrella. I really am.
I thought she surpassed it.
What?
She's not gonna take extra damage.
Oh,
This is just the normal Vashta Narada damage.
damn.
That's 12, 16.
This is in your darkness.
12 and 4 is 16, and 4 is 20, 22, 23 points of damage.
Great.
Mud gets to go against 7 die. This is epic.
Are you dead?
I have never rolled this many die at once.
You can't
Can't even hold them in one hand.
I need to get him like a barrel to throw him.
All right, this is 10, 15,
Or a cup or whatever.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 points of damage from the Vashta Narada. I want
To be honest,
everybody.
I fared pretty well through this whole shit. And I'm pretty stoked, but I'm worried about my teammates.
Compared to certain small robots.
In your mind's eye, you see another flash of memory. This time, seeing a specific dragon hunting you. Each dragon that all of you see is unique, and you can decide what dragon it is that hunts you. It doesn't matter the type of it, only that you are being haunted by a dragon. You see it in your memories. You feel it breathing down your neck. You know at some point in your life, you have died to your worst fear. That you have seen someone else in your party kill Faunus, and that you have been hunted by a dragon. These are the memories that spur to the surface because of your adrenaline and everything that is happening around you. And as you feel the pain of the Vashta Narada, you hear a whistle. It's in the distance, barely audible. Estrella, you're the only one who can see where this is coming from. Through the shadows, you see a wolf, a werewolf, standing on 2 legs, cloaked and holding 2 scythes
Wait.
each hand. His red eyes look straight at you, and you know he's death.
Bitch took my job?
The literal incarnation of death, staring at you and whistling, waiting for someone to die. As the pain racks your bodies, everyone takes an additional 17 points.
Holy shit.
No. Okay.
Except for Estrella.
Oh.
Save her wisdom saving throw.
17.
17 points.
Bro.
And as some of you start to black out from the pain, you hear the whistle of death ever closer, and the sound of his scythes. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Dang.
Did anybody drop?